All right, welcome, and we want to say good afternoon to another Salone and good evening to people in South Australia. Good morning to you will watch you guys from the USA, and we want to welcome you to another edition of the Max Tribune Salon Sports Show, where you dey watch live on YouTube and Facebook as they bring you latest information and trending issues inside sports business in our salon and the world. Well, today I get a full house. I get Emmanuel. I get Dopeii. We special guest. We're making call her MVP 1 because the man ended up with the MVP even before he left Salon. We will come to him for get exclusive interview with him. But in the meantime, inside the show today, we will look at the Sierra Leone Premier League as Easter Lions being get for bow down to Bo Rangers by 1 goals to 0 inside the Southern Arena. Also, we see well the Elephants being get for
It
get
all
all
stands.
3 points and away and we win the match. Also, Oled Warriors continue their good run and then good form as they get a 2-0 victory inside Fito yesterday. We go also look at the roundup of the Premier League as we go watch at teams their way they fought relegation battle. But inside the show today we get Ishmael Bangura, winner volleyball player. Where be this Sierra Leone? He represents Sierra Leone in plenty competition, win plenty award, including the National Entertainment Award, Best Sportsman of the Year. He win plenty MVP awards inside beach volleyball tournament and volleyball tournaments for in club and also for in region where he be dey represent. He dey with me at the studio. We go introduce him later to una. But I dey with someone listening at the background.
Sorry, it's my fault. My fault.
It's alright.
Yeah.
And Augustine Williams gets a brace inside match we play last evening as we see them beat by 2 goals to 0. It been get for account for both goals in 30th minute and 64 minute now the USL League. In team Charleston Battery still the lead now the USL with as them presently they first at the table. We also will bring you we giveaway for 2 people where we can give small thing for them pockets as the show they go. So stay tuned for that. But help we share the live far and wide for let more people watch and contribute. Remember, say we don't change the coding and the style for the giveaway. Now open comments. We need to give hashtag again. So comment on the topic we dey discuss and be part of the show and also the giveaway. I go welcome me co-host now. Let's start with you, Dopeii. Dopeii, welcome to the show. I know say we beat on 4-1, but it is what it is. Because I was
Look like
in Jersey day.
it look like say today they don't talk for me.
Now double you get.
I tell you, it's it's not a problem. Anytime when one family team they win, we need to talk about that every week. It's like we win last week, but now after the show now we win. We need to talk about that. I would always now they talk about, but I didn't complain. Anyway, thank you, Maggie. Welcome everyone watching around the world. My brother Ishmael, welcome, man.
Thank you very much.
Una dey win in advance. Now in advance, una dey win. They una dey lost
Next time, we don't need for go live. We don't go live. We don't go live. So we'll talk about that.
Okay, well, no problem. I can look for person for go live. Log the Jamos Salon. So if you want to go live, we'll go live. Emmanuel, welcome to the show. How was the Sunday?
Yeah, Magdalene, thank you so much. Good having me here. And to Fabulin out there, as always, on a cushion, on a kaba, on a hadu. And to the MVP 1, Saishma. Pleasure meeting you, bro.
Thank you very much, bro.
All right. Well, let me just turn the mic to the MVP. Like I introduced her earlier, we all know say this man. You know, it got people already before, but when the people that they left, he immediately step into their shoe and take the responsibility for Sinap Tranga for represent Sierra Leone in plenty beach volleyball competition and locally win plenty laurels for INSEF and in club. But I will welcome him to the show. Welcome, Ishmael Bangura.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Maggie, and thank you for the co-host. I really appreciate it, and it's an honor to be here.
All right, man, accent don't change.
I like the accent. We're still American and I only for speak to her in American way.
Hone it's go. No, it don't know it Cocodolos at Stadium Gate.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Maggie, what's a good memory?
Kade mama and cookie.
Kade mami in kukui. Na cotton tree.
All right. Well, let us start with MVP. Ishmael, we know say earlier this year you be get a trip where you travel to the US for pursue education and also continue your volleyball career. First, tell me about this trip and what in this scholarship we there about.
Well, first of all, like this scholarship business, like not something I've been on deep on for the past 7 years, because as an athlete, I'm growing up, like I just know, say I just get the belief in say like, I mean, despite the challenges where we all face as an athlete back home, I just been get the belief in say like I been need for do something about me professional playing a professional volleyball. So like I did on the start hope and scholarship for the past 7 years, because that was the first time like where I teach me was, and I'll not be able for like continue. But after all, people and say whatever, so many things, then but as an athlete, I know I've been always I want and like I get this scholarship online through a coach we just just see say like me na a better player and I can do better in America. So I reached out to her and then she was very happy about everything we discussed and he be ready for give me the scholarship. So me to discuss and everything, and it was actually in a full scholarship. The scholarship worth over $37,000. So like for me as an athlete, it's just like a very big blessing to me, and it mean a lot to me because this is not something what I've been wanting for the past 7 years. I did chase them, every time I did try and I try and fail all the time. Despite the setbacks and the trials and tribulations we're going to go through, but I still keep me head up high and focus and achieve this scholarship because yeah, it means a lot to me, Maggie. It means a lot to me.
All right, so presently as they talk to no see at the US, we viewers or listeners go want to know say exactly there and what not the course you study and which college you there.
Well, I did Indiana and Goshen College, like Elkhart County, and they do presently they do sociology because and they do graphic design as a minor. So presently, that's just what I'm doing right now in Goshen College.
All right, so in the whole according to what you say, how you come about the scholarship and all, is it that you be prepared for the course or you just take them as an opportunity for grab them and at least get something where yourself go do for life after sport?
Well, actually, I be always think about my life after sports, because despite everybody knows, say like we as an athletes back home, everybody just see we as dropouts. Everybody see we as dropouts from school. I get so many negative, feedback from friends, close people and everything, telling me that I want to go to school, want to do this, but deep down inside me, I know say if I've been continuing school in Salone, me volleyball career for just end just like that, because Salone, when you think about sport, when you think about school, you just focus only on school, just only on school. And if you say you want to mix everything, then at the end of the day, and school back home, somebody will just say, I pay for you for situations. Then at the end of the day, and being the fact that I don't come up from a rich family, I just make my parents and just try. And then, I mean, it was very hard. Like after I sit me first was, I don't get somebody like where they pay and everything. Meet some certain people and for some certain help. And but it was good and bad actually. But I just believe Sinamo as an athlete, I be supposed for go school and that be always in my mind. I know say there's always life after sport because if I be focused someone like solely on sports, and I know say sport get for fade away. There are so many times where people and they advise me and tell me then people and then they advise me about focus on sports you want to make sure, but deep down me I know it's being in my heart and I know it's I be one for achieve. So I not be even listening to people and say if I dey continue for go train, do it I for do as long as I know say like at the end of the day, I mean, like I mean, we don't. Me and my partner, we've been the play like Davida and so many other players, and we don't see like success at the end. Like so, we don't get so close to success in a way that we're not able to achieve like during the moments in the. But despite all that, they are just been believing no more like as an athlete are for pursuing education. Whilst at it, and this is like a dream come true because this is all I ever wanted. So
Okay.
yes, for being like a student athlete and also get the chance to play volleyball and also work and do my course as I do one right now. So
All right. A lot today for talk about. But viewers out there, make sure you share the live with the host Isho Ishmael Bangura. Not a former anyway. We can call him back. He can captain Salone. Presently, now a pro volleyball player in the US. They continue education at Goshen College, and they play volleyball. You can't tell about the volleyball aspect, but we want for look into how it done they settle down in a new environment. But Ishmael, you mentioned when you and Daddy Dab they play, when I come close to something they want to achieve, but will not be succeed. You go on for tell with viewers them, waiting at some of them think they are way una not be able for achieve as volleyball players.
well, first of all, like I mean, it's every player's dream to be exposed, like for go exposed now, now the bigger stage, like me and Daddy that uh, we play at a higher level, and we've been get for qualified to the national lastly to the world championships where we football we go we farm to us World Cup. We play all the competitions and we qualify to Germany. And for one or two reasons, we not be able for go on that competition day because of one or two lapses. But and all in and they just imagine the effort we put in that competition day, so much effort. Like for me and me partner, we don't ever play like me, we don't ever play competition that kind with it because we know that if just because of the fact because most people they take and see if we travel out of the country, most players then they go stowaway or then they go run away or whatever. That was the thinking of the lame person in our salon. Anybody like any athlete really travel and they go on away. But we how we been see we see am as like as an opportunity for make we explore and get on our CV say at the end of the day these social players them represent the country and them be they part of the world championship so them. So even if you are even because me dream always now for play professional volleyball. So even if I dey apply to any if I dey apply for any club because me always are there on the internet. I dey apply to schools them, I dey apply to clubs them, professional clubs them. So for the mere fact that you get on a CV say you don't play a professional level. Then now a plus for you for because then they go make it go raise an eyebrow say okay well this person has to it go be a great player something like that. Like, but some of them success now one of the things that they like we come
Okay.
we be saying no, be able to happen.
Yeah, I'll come to you later because Daddy Dana be your main partner, but now we see it don't become a household name in goalkeeping in Sierra Leone. They keep the goal for one of the biggest club they win by Gboyah Warriors. We'll come to that from a volleyballer to a goalkeeper.
Mhm.
That's a nice story for it could be a good documentary, anyways. I will come to
Definitely.
that. But let's bring in Emmanuel. Emmanuel, I know say where you see the flyer. Yeah, I do and deliberately never tell you so the hostage man. I just posted on I don't say some memories don't come up. Some memories. So Emmanuel, what do you think about issue in development?
And Magdalene, to be sincere, it's always a good feeling for me. Like when I can see fellow athletes, them, for able to make them back to the high level. Because I remember then days and the way man and they go to the stadium, they go eat cookie from stadium gates. You can down to court it three. You even eat kanya again quarter. You go back na court for good train. It not be really easy. But perseverance is the key to success. At least me brother able persevere. Like today, at least he's paving his way. So this is an example, Magdalene, where we dey see that the benefit of sports, you know, and the benefit of sport education again. You see, when you create the platform and set a proper stage, trust me, there's always going to be a successful regime, a successful and team where you will see. Look at me, brother. Now he's able to reap a lot out of volleyball now because it's combined with what education, scholarship. So the same thing like this, if we government look at some of them programs and they listen to it to me, brother, they say it's the high time that I think we start for create some of them mechanisms, stage their future plannings or present planning that people in other country no go see sports only for idol. As if you listen to his story, people that believe most of what be the go say and they carry down, they look at idlers. But then like today we're feeding homes, we're taking care of many to things to what the sport that people crowd. And I can always tell people every sportsman is an ambassador. Now that people fail for realize. Because as soon as you go out on that green, white, and blue, you're not an ambassador for the nation. They give you the same respect just like the president because you fly in the green, white, and blue. So at least with this item that will start for give athletes some amount of respect and some amount of recognition. Moving up to this height, I think these are some of the names Magdalene asked you to say. We're going to make a very good documentary. We local companies and for they look for their name, their faces there so now. They put them for adverts, the likes of Africell, Sierra Tel, and the likes. So people will begin to appreciate them struggles. And the younger ones then go realize that there's a light in sport, not so only for can keep your body fit or train your muscles, but the other academical benefit, financial benefit, where you can able gain. So it's good
Yeah.
seeing you, Ishmael, after a while, and I really appreciate your progress. Keep it up, brother.
Thank you so much, bro.
If na college will be there now, they go say class of 2016, 17,
16.
18. We just scatter at the wall.
But
We
Magdalene,
just
let
one
be
side.
sincere. So now we badge, we really the scatter.
Just scatter. We get representative one side.
Yeah.
We don't know why we call them sports management. Now we go for takeover. We go for
By
takeover
God's
later.
grace.
All right, Dopeii, you just smile. Dopeii, that football now where you 10 years come Salone, not the vex.
It's cooking at stadium. We go there.
At all.
So, nah, I can enjoy our story there, man. It's good that you guys rekindle, like a catch up.
Yeah.
I can enjoy, man. That's good. That shows that, like I say, with the other side, with the scatter.
You go at you. You don't beg, eh?
You had me. Maybe I will count the story one day.
Yeah,
And they
you
will
get
count
story.
somebody,
I
man,
get
will fail. Will go.
I get the documentary half.
Oh, if
I
what I
get the
don't know.
documentary. Yeah, so Dopeii, what do you think about Ishmael in development? Before we can talk about
No, there's
you,
what.
see Mr. Lions.
One thing is say we really shows encouragement because I was somebody as well like that American college system. I was as an athlete, I was following that and I was tracking it. Wanted to go to America and be a professional athlete and go to school at the same time. Unfortunately, I choose a different route. But the one thing what Ishmael said, he says he's been on track for 7 years. And not to joke, and that's the truth. This college system, it takes time. It takes a lot of time, a lot of development, a lot of patience for where you get the right schools and also get the right offer. Because some schools will come in with like a half ride, and some schools come in like full ride, and also some schools will offer you everything, but your mind and the setup will not go make you go there. So I think like congratulations for hanging on that long, man, because it's not easy, especially like Salone, where you talk say like we don't for go sit to us, and everybody they say why you need to go pursue education and all that. As an athlete itself, I can connect with you in that way. We don't done high school, somebody they say go university to get diploma. There is a bigger goal ahead, but people will not see it because they're not the one stepping into your shoes every day and doing what you're doing. But when you get to that point, now the 10 they go and can celebrate with you. So and but I guess what happen regardless. The one day when they not like you, the one day they like you, they all get to celebrate with you. So when they
All
can't
right.
just embrace the no more.
Okay. Shout out to all the guys in the comment section. They see Petros. Petros still they bow. I don't know what they do. Woman football they play. Most for the Twitter now, guys. You don't come again yesterday. What did they do that today? Welcome back to Palestine. Sorium Konneh. We get a lot of people there. We get Ibrahim Benteke, we boss, we always there around for follow we when was Kefala of Inside Salone. And we got plenty other people like Kevin Cole. I beg the Allah bluff with Manchester Jazz will go Champions League. We'll not be Arsenal. Now the Manchester man this they cost Manchester back. Manchester win with the cost. We lost with the cost. It's all a pull the hopeless Jazzy. I beg la where la bluff small. La bluff the people that will give we road for go Champions League.
Okay. And I don't call him now.
The people there.
Dopeii, you forbear this one.
FC 12. FC 12.
Asami Milan. Asami Milan this season. Asami Milan.
FC 12.
But I'm not even at the same level. What?
All right.
Manchester the AC we are going to do it.
We come to Ishmael back, but now we come to the Premier League Nassau. We see yesterday Lions being get for play against Bo Rangers inside Bo. Inside, you know that the return leg they don't play first leg, and the return leg Bo Rangers began for win by 1-0. And we see the goal come early in the first half, and that's been get for enough for the Elephants for carry the day and take all 3 points, as then they lead the table now by 13 points ahead of the second place team. And well, the game been go on well. We see for some people they say the game been go quality, but for others them say they not be happy because they will have to see quality football. But me, I see Lions play fantastic football. They follow there before patient, they for finish well and draw. And Bo Rangers also at the other side play like people we want for win. They say that defense they win trophy. You know, attack they win you game, but defense they win you title. So Bo Rangers then play fantastic now the back. And but we see scenario where get controversy where we see first of all the fans that is supposed to object them against themselves. We see pictures of the new stadium where them broke chair already. We see locker where them broke. And for the dressing room, I don't want to take them into any like it's serious but not serious because I believe say that cleaners them for clean. But also if you're not away team they come, make sure say you left the environment. If not the way you meet them, but a way where the cleaner themselves where they can't clean, they not go suffer for clean too much. But that comes to you, Emmanuel. What see you make up of the match yesterday between Bo Rangers and Eastern Lions?
And Bo Rangers and Easter Lions, Magdalene, it was a clash of the titans, and maybe they expect say a draw for don't come out of this game, but we see Bo Rangers continue for show their dominance inside the league, and as Easter Lions, their winning form for the second phase of the league became to an end yesterday. And it's football; they just have to accept the result. That there are times you can play well, but you cannot have the 3 points. And it's high time that we start to realize that it's part of the game. There are times you cannot play that too good, but you take away the 3 points. So that's why I normally say I give respect to one key coach when Jose Mourinho that you have to have a plan to whatever game you go into. And if you know so this particular team where you they can play, their attacking system right now very unstoppable. You just get for keep them, defend well and play on the break. So Bell Rangers they realize from the past game where they play in the opening stream, they realize the attacking strength presently of Eastern Lions. Trust me, they're really sharp. So the best you can do, you get for sit back and try for contain them. And when you have the opportunity to take it, you take it. And you see them get this early goal and wait and do and try for contain Eastern Lions. So all waiting Bo Rangers do was to contain Eastern Lions. And Lions were a bit frustrated about it. But it's football. It's all a game plan, it's all a game tactics. And what is most important at the end of the day for Bo Rangers was their 3 point. And they get the 3 point. And in issues in relation towards fans and altercations, or it's part of the game. Now make you need for step up security. This is a wake up call for Mr. Babadi that you need for step up security more in terms of when you host some of them high class matches, like when in the future when FC Kalonge for the go Pianda, when Mighty Black
Why
will get
call
for the
FC
Granda.
Salone?
We we are top. When all Edwardians get for the go Pianda, East Lions get for Goody back. It get for be a tough rivalry.
And not
Even when
forget
they must target for the Kandong Nabo,
the arch rival Cambo
you
Eagles.
see. Can Cambo Eagles get for come when then they come out from Kaila and Kandong. It get for be like wow. So Baba didn't really need for put measures in place in terms of security wise. Yeah, in terms of the dressing room conduct and Magdalene, it is always clear that how you meet the dressing room at least left them in a conducive manner. So they know the action are for clean 100%, but at least you get for take off your liters. That make each of them dressing rooms and get litter bins then they. So whatsoever when I don't use, when I can clear up and drop inside the bin. So when the cleaners they can come, they can just take away some of the litter bins then they and do one or two touch up. And in terms of the damage of the lockers and the like, then I should say the stadium gets CCTV cameras them around, and they can look if in a visiting team damage, then they find them for rehabilitate that facility then. So it not mean say because you can't me home whatsoever you point up na free. No, no, no. If lions damage any property and there are evidence that it was damaged by lions, then they're only accountable for that and they can pay or fix the locker. So they just have to accept it. It's part of football, Magdalene.
All right, now bringing Dopeii. Dopeii, what's I take on this situation? We will come and analyze the match proper because I get interview now from the two teams. But Dopeii, waiting now you take about the situation with regards fans, throwing objects at each other, and also fans, complain about players. Allegation, we go say allege because some who were there not be there inside it. That they be get for left the dressing room dirty with water all na the ground and same way so there be also damage one or two things but we not be there so we go say allege.
Yeah, look, if I speak on the fans aspect of the violence towards themselves. Look, as a fan, your job is to go to a football match or any type of entertaining match, go and enjoy yourself, because you pay money. If me pay me money for go any side, I want to make sure I get good time. I don't want to go there begin go scratch me head, cause drama and all that. Obviously, in football, it gets heated between two fans, especially
Yeah,
teams like teams like Eastern Lions and Bo Rangers. There's a rivalry that they've created. From the last week where they play, we'll not talk about so win. Now the main stadium, the Southern Stadium. Wait, you come. That's Babari Stadium. Open ceremony will beat Rangers 1-0. The competition we then create for there. When they not even play serve. Now we play group, we play semi-final, they will beat them back inside the final. So obviously from that game day, that intensity don't carry on to the Premier League game. So it's still ongoing, and the fact that the fan there, both fans are very heated. So now for that made it on clash. In terms of the locker room, look, as somebody that way don't go locker room, it's excitement, that excitement, if you win, everybody get their own like a club game in music where they chant when they win. They celebrate to a WhatsApp, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's true, Maggie. As a common courtesy, not to say you go bull mop, you begin mop and clean everything. But yeah, you can pick maybe the water bottle, the 1, 2, 3, and then put her inside the bin, and you go about your way.
yeah,
Obviously, the stadium, they will probably have a cleaner or somebody that comes in and do the need fit after everybody all left the facility. But for the fact that they left it in that manner, obviously, I don't condone that. They could at least, do something to don't make it look that bad. In terms of like, breaking the property. Me, if you pull like fixer, if you don't go book, I send the guy the bill, lay fixer. Because
yeah,
it shouldn't
yeah,
go to that point where you're destroying
yeah.
properties, because this is something for us. Don't forget, this stadium just got built not long ago, and we've been talking about it, and everyone's excited. Now we don't begin destroy her. So you want to see the next one year, the grass back, will begin look for her. So you have to maintain it because we are the one that's going to use it.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
So then take Wamat Pueli Stadium during Akiem Popo, the third for
Popo.
Salone. Akiem Popo go back there and notice the Stadium Puel. So we go for the patients who want them. Not
we have
until
to,
we
we
go
have
win.
to.
You know,
We
sometimes
need
you
to be
win, sometimes
patient.
you lost. Therefore, patient.
Exactly.
But anyways, like let's say somebody that make fun yesterday said the woman still wasn't at them boku. So the kind mommy cost were there yesterday. So my friend forgot the fast them. So they are somebody had demand them more. Maybe they go forget demand still with them. Usabi that thing where they come on Usabi.
Yeah.
All right, that's not just highlight of the game yesterday as they play. And Dopeii, what I think about the performance of Lions? This now Boeing just don't break the record because from where the second round starts, now the first time they lost yesterday.
Look, for me, from a team, the boys did very well. The performance was, I think, obviously the first performance was outstanding. The first game of them play in that competition. Obviously, this one, look, I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's due to tied legs. They've played, let's say, maybe four to five games in the past 2.5 weeks. So they don't play a lot of games for Eastern Lions, and Bo Rangers only
Yeah.
play 2 games. So
Yeah.
obviously the legs are getting tired. It shows that the energy, the battle you need for charge. So, and for Rangers, they use that to the advantage of playing 2 games. They still got a lot more energy. Maybe they get squad depth, bring in some different guys, make a difference. But yeah, like Maggie, like exactly what Emmanuel talk. That game should have been a draw. But I think we just, when it comes to the final stages, we will not patience to finish, our dinner. That's so bad. But it's man, they say, finish your dinner. Wait, you play boy. Finish your dinner, mate. we'll not be patient for dinner. But, that shows that the Rangers are still, the dominant force in the league.
All
And
right,
it's going to be very hard to beat them.
we go come to the issue where Premier League board. May talk to una now. Premier League board. Oh, Bo Rangers from where they win their money last year, they're not getting them championship money. It's very, very shameful. I don't know if Salone are the first country where they
Wow.
owe championship money. I don't know. Because this it looked strange to me. They owe champions the money from last year. So if Bo Rangers end up for win, because then get the chance now, 95% chance of winning, that the money go double. How them go pay them now? What they not pay them from last
I,
season? And this is our issue. I make Eastern Lions be withdraw from that CAF competition. Remember where FC Calori placed
Yes.
them because they're not
Replace them.
giving them
Yes.
second man money. So Lions then
Yeah.
send they take part. So Bo Rangers manage them be and they say, okay, Lord, we play. They say they don't write letter, they don't ask, they don't tell. So this thing them pull on a public, do how they beg. Una give them the money. Please, because Mr. Babadi get money now for the advantage of all kinds of things.
not to Babadi money. Babadi money now for Babadi. This now for the player and the
how
staff.
how the team never take care of the players and the staff, the coaches, if you not pay them
Exactly.
championship? It's so shameful. It's so shameful. I see boss coach here, they say old money per new money. And I go, where Rangers win the cup last year, and be old money will be the usual.
They do that
Exactly.
old money. So then the player is like ready for changing money back to old money before they pay there.
Why would they do so they're the old champion? By the time Man City they win that game that day, then cup don't reach them. The cup don't reach them. The check it don't reach them.
The
We
accounts
say
flop.
today, Papa God, what did they happen? Now Saloma they see transfer time. It start just know where the league go done. Team they tell say they don't sign me player. No. Now listen to waiting. The two teams that we get for say after the match yesterday.
Them so they can't do anything.
Now we
Lions by a goal to nil. You as one of the key players, I feel.
Very happy because of play against Lions, get results. We're very happy for that. Sudan go pushing on at the league.
I can look like where they play at the ongoing Sierra Leone Premier League, and you know one player where John Kista for call for joining the national team as the national team still a train. I go to cope up with the national team training and as well the ongoing Sierra Leone Premier League.
We then take excuse for we the national team players then for going at the national team train. Like if we get a game, we will come 2 days before we play the match. It's game before we play the match. So I don't believe say we'll get any problem for training the national team and for carry represent the club. I'm not sure we'll get any problem down there.
At the end of the day, you become man of the match. You would expect this?
Yes, I will expect the one because I tell me my teammates and said today I go do more how I do the last game. I said I will do more better than this. And that's what happened.
What do they expect from Samurai in the next match?
We will call on all we fans them, let them come in number with next game, let them support we believe so we'll give them the result to back to the league.
Finally, we will continue for be unbeatable in the league.
Dan is sure, no team not going to stop you. We will continue for them, say the league done. That's sure.
Mina Alusain Vandi, the administrative secretary for the East Lions Football Club.
Now you come all the way Freetown for Kanneh. When I play against Bo Rangers. Let me talk about the match.
Well, we come as a team for can win, and I believe say we get the best team in the Sierra Leone Premier League, and we're able to beat any team. But as we all see, and at the Southern Arena today, the referee totally robbed we of the match. In fact, this day beyond what we can call poor officiating. This is our worst officiating. You understand? Because we see Usai before you they make, they don't give you up to 3 yellow cards. You know, it frustrates the players. Them. The entire officiating was nasty, if I can put it that way.
Okay, let me talk about two things where you point out. You talk about say now I get the best team in the league. In a competition like this, you get the best team, and you still they're behind Bo Rangers. You comment about that?
Yes, football you can get the best team. No mean say you they win the league at all time. And some of the reasons that we make we're not able for the at the top of the league. Now some of them things I will point out. Worst officiating because me know they call them poor officiating anymore. You know we don't come on other language. Okay. You know, I don't know. We saw alone referees they need for go back and train and try to improve their game. But I'm afraid if not so then the ref, you even they kill a better team. Because we all look the game, East Lions able to possess the ball, we able to take the ball. But at the end of the day, the referee they frustrates them so they can't do anything.
What an encourage message we want to give to the spectators of East Lions?
I want to tell all fans of East Lions out there say we are the best team in Sierra Leone, and I want to make una know say we play very well. The only thing is that we are robbed by the referees. That don't mean to say we not play. Our players are better off. They did well, and I want to make una brace up, put this behind we, and go again and win the next match. I want to say we are Lions. We are the best team in this country.
All right, that's not Aluvi from Mr. Lions, the Maya Tom. Anyway, Emmanuel, what did I take
I like
from
my interview.
Aluvi?
I like my
And,
interview.
from the few highlights we'll show, don't say you see how the ball be the pass past the carpet. I know I asked Dopeii because Dopeii in Alliance today, Emmanuel. What do you think?
Then they be by us, no worry.
On a fair perspective, Maggie, and it was a good match, trust me. And it was unfortunate for Lions not to be able to have a point from the Southern Arena. But football, they need to accept it. And always, one thing we can say, the referee can always not go in the favor of the spectators. They are humans. Magdalene, we don't see even in the English Premier League where there is what we call VAR, then still again mistake. We see the game Man City against and Real Madrid. The goal where Man City score. If you check from VAR, they tell you see the ball where is it and Silva put in was off the line, but VAR accepted it. it was on. So even at that way, they get them mistakes today, but that's part of the game. There should be some one or two human heroes. Then I make the game much more interesting. You see, there's no perfection in this game of football. It's not like rugby, wherein every little call they want for traitor. So they have to accept it and they have to move on. It's football. No matter how it is, they just have to accept it and walk on to the next game where they get. And to be sincere, Lions then just get for beer. This league already go into the hands of Ball Rangers. And then for get it in mind that from waiting be happen last week and they can beat him and then inside the host take them trophy in their hand. And you therefore expect that Ball Rangers will come out very strong this time around for defend the first opening match inside the Premier League at home. That was a vital match for them. It was an historic match for them. So them getting the 3 points in every format was a good one for them, and Lions need to accept the results, Maggie.
All right. So many messages inside the comment section, and somebody they say Manchester City are the champions of England. We know, but we saw the bluff small. We go Europe, no vex. Now Emmanuel they pulling pass. So you see, I invite Nico last week. Nico not come now the show. Look at now, Naya. There are always two sides to the story. Yeah, we dey find out. And somebody they say we
Okay.
forget Premier. We go definitely get Premier League then side why they not pay the money. But there is no excuse for hold on to somebody in Champions League money. To the point that Salone will always the set record. The club will win. Now then they collect. They collect the champion. Say we big now. We don't tell the action now in secret now. While all man know. Dimi, yes, of course, we dey see the NBA drama between the Celtics and Miami Heat. We will come to. I don't say Emmanuel gets idea because Emmanuel are the encyclopedia of this whole system. So we go come to that later. Emmanuel, what do you now you take about this debt way Premier League board or Bo Rangers?
Yeah, and Magdalene, first and foremost, are all Bow Rangers are accountable because before the start of the Premier League, there's one to when I go when I get a general congress, and in the general congress, the first congress, first and foremost, when they look at amending the bylaws towards the game for that particular year, and then when I can discuss on AOB, then after which then they give una the guidelines of that year, and then they state stipulating that regulation book the amounts the owner they play for that particular year and the time when the league they start and when they finish. So along the line, we don't know so this particular year, this is the amount we're gonna play for. Because I can discuss that with the stakeholders. And the stakeholders, one thing go tell us the winning prize they come out from maybe this particular house or company. And the second man runners up money will come out from this particular house or company. And one thing for realize is that in 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 the aspect of the Premier League money, it should be shared across. Teams that are also being relegated are getting money, and teams that are coming up then self they get money for come before. So waiting they happen. If the example, if they say the Premier League money this particular for be 100 million, they go tell you okay, winner will get 20 million, second man will get 15 million. Then the rest and the Shiba are alongside the clubs, the rest of the clubs there. Because everybody ends you stay into the Premier League. There's a bonus when it's supposed for Giontuna. So all that should be discussed in that final meeting before una they start the league. And so when
Okay.
the league don't finish, within 1 week time frame, then for don't send a check to the winner and all other teams. As soon as that exceed, now the duty of the teams therefore put a request that it don't pass 48 hours, we not receive we winning or we run out of money. Waiting they happen then the
All right.
administration for respond. If them fail for respond, you get for all accountable.
Okay. All right, Emmanuel, we dey continue with the show, and I know say now we dey set to record. Emmanuel talk about the for Shia, we don't even get the first man second man money. Really terrible. Now we come to we studio guest back, and then I will come to Dopeii later. I know say Edwards they do very well, and now one of the teams them we don't maintain their unbeaten run in this. No, Rangers, what they lost or they draw?
No, though they
Then
still
we
maintain.
Rangers, yeah, still
Yeah,
maintain. So Edwards, una continue, yeah. Schoolboy team, una they do very well. Yesterday they beat 2-0. And
yeah.
today more matches than get for play. So if you're around any venue, go and watch your team as a fan. The more you watch, the more the Premier League board will get small team for give. You see now, money not they forget the champion last time. All right, Ishmael, we look now at your environment, your new environment, how you don't settle down, and witness some of the progress where you don't make so far in your game volleyball.
Well, as we all know, like when you come now in new environments, I mean, it's kind of hard sometimes, because dealing with the fact that because when I come at first, I've been careful come, try for get used to the U.S. system of education, and also get used and because when I got here, like it was a lot on me, like so many things that may come up from yanda. I go for to go play games, I go for to go for classes, I go for to grab, and I know be ever know so we can also like America and get a system of assignments and things like that. So it's a lot like just like that they really I mean particular about that particular thing there. So well, despite that, I mean like I feel so my teammates and because even the volleyball team one day we volleyball club like the volleyball side on campus now like most of we are international students and so like I get so many people who I vibe with like we get players in from Bosnia, we get players in from Brazil, like all over the world. So like I really happy about I mean at least I found my people that for the way I wait for vibe with. And also in terms of the volleyball aspect, like happy and proud and like I'm real proud of myself because I'm happy for know that for Cam now also and all for Cam become the one of the best players in the now the tournaments now the conference where they play and also for Cam I break a record maybe now only one person do one at the school so like all the things and it really like stand out to me and I feel still like that now the dream of every athlete and just after the conference I get for win I be get for then be get for naming as well. The all inside the all all freshman team and also the all American something But like even though it's somehow strange to me, but like I feel happy that I mean somehow I've been get for they recognize me as the best player, one of the best players in the tournaments and in the whole of and we own a category of we own conference because because like there are a lot of conferences in the United States. So like we now
Okay.
we're not the Wolverine who start conference. Like I was named like one of the best players in our tournaments.
All
And also
right.
yes,
Yeah.
and also like the fact that I become the like I get for get the award of the the highest skills in volleyball like in my own college. So like Danny and I something really stand out to me.
All right. I can see you Jazzy they get something like leaf or so. We go on for know whether you get a separate club where they play for or you just stay with the Goshen club, volleyball club.
Well, the Goshen, like that's like their let me say their slogan because they called Goshen as the Maple City, so it's just like that maple in a leaf, so
Okay.
they represent the school because now the Goshen community that they get the college, so like then just they represent that leaf then are just like now a maple leaf. Mrs. not be understand and also I've been just get for ask. So the leaf, I know they play for a separate club. Like I just play for Goshen. A Goshen College
All
I'm
right.
at for years. I don't get any separate club yet.
So, what in some of the difference or your assessment with playing volleyball back home in Sierra Leone and playing within a more professional and well organized setting in terms of um, organizing the game itself, the process, and the league system?
Wow. I can say I mean there are a lot of like there are a lot of differences, like so many differences. Because thinking about the setting, the player well. First of all, one thing I don't see yes anybody with the right sense of mind will go no say they compare Salone in America in terms of anything, but like yes, Salone I feel so like we can come we go able to come close to that if only people will not be selfish, like we leaders will not be selfish, but for my kind of so I just love the fact that every they care for every player, they care for your welfare. Just imagine even if you dip and play so take jump pull no more safe and say we're not the kind way we then go can't respond to you as if we be say Salone sometimes something will happen to you, we be say something now very serious, something where you will get concussion or whatever, they don't even care about that, even the word concussion I've been just worried about anymore. When I got here, like that was when I knew it was something like very important. And then take on so much, then care about players and welfare so much that you the player you feel motivated every single day for good training, for do so many things. And when it comes to the organization of organize the competition, the atmosphere, just that kind of feeling we begin more, it motivates you every day for training, motivate you every day for play, and being the fact that you get all the facility we need, like just like me back home every day at the same people that know me, that was the difference. The difference was like me now I be the train where like if they say now for jump we then hold with for jump like me I go put matter over there, I put matter over there, I just put matter pens in middle like I jump, but being the fact that I don't get the opportunity for for get something more advanced, and during the time they all compare what they compare from Salone what they play, I train, then doing then kind of way, and then still I keep fit and I know say yes sir. So that was one of the reasons, like one of the things that kept me going, because I knew that I was built and I was gonna do something better. So it's just a matter of time and just how for which day. So I just now I don't get all the opportunity and everything. I feel so like I will do much more better, because even back then we BC compare where they weigh everything, like just the options and compare everything. This is like a very 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 good atmosphere for any athlete.
All right. We will come to you again. We can do withdraw, and we dey do withdraw today. We get small thing we can give people. Some people we don't win they know. But Dopeii, somebody say they need you in the athletic sector. You need for go down with Dopeii. You need for go see Doyanda. They come for like Papa not Papa. All right.
Emmanuel go first. Emmanuel, you challenge general. Emmanuel, I need to
Manuel.
cover the whole sports. We go do the athletic side. Emmanuel, risk the I the sector general.
All right, we did do the draw now. I think we get 39 people we enter for the draw. Just continue for comment and you go be part of the giveaway. Let's go for the first pussy we go win.
But you see, Ben taking him now. I'm into the friends.
Wow,
Wow.
Ishmael Conte.
We got the new winner, Ishmael Conte. Ishmael
So now,
Conte.
Usman, get luck. Usman, don't tell luck.
In copy Ishmael
Some
there and
other
If you
Yeah.
ex Usman, you need for if you next Usman, you need for question and answer the all.
Congratulations, Ishmael, and we will contact you for you giveaway money where you win. Uh Hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday you will get you giveaway money. But in the meantime, thanks for following us and make sure you share the page to your friends and your timeline so more people will continue for following. Congratulations once more, Ishmael. You will they continue for following, not lose up. We get more we get one more draw for do and then we go actually do them again. Probably you might be the next lucky winner for that. Quick one, let me take the female under 20 team where they play the WAFU tournament. Well, for a very long time, we not see women team perform so, but the girls them don't get a good record inside the tournament, draw one and win one. And so far, like the tournament, they play a league system, they don't win. Women say they don't win. They don't get 4 points out of two matches, and then they prepare for play Senegal. Senegal get the 100% record now. They don't win two matches, but hopefully we go see how it goes with Gaza. We know say Senegal now and then the champion Africa football, but we
Mhm.
gas themselves don't prove for be a team for reckon with. Let we listen to waiting the guys that we get for say to the Max Tribune sport team this morning.
It was in Sierra Leone.
Now you play at the under 20 female competition. I feel for playing that kind of competition there.
I feel good. For me as a player, it makes a lot of joy to me for that play for the U20.
Okay, in a competition like this, when you're fortunate to get your first goal, I feel
Excited. Like a first goal and a first time for score for Salone.
I come about for score the goal.
Not so magic. I used to. That we local league. So I just know say any opportunity I get, I make use of that free kick.
Being a female player, what's the motivation we want for give to other female players them? Maybe one for come and play female football.
I want to motivate them, despite the saying we mama they don't say na idleness with it. But I want to assure them say not to idleness. I want to encourage them for coming. For tell the world say we would do it and they do.
When they play an international competition, I can feel as a player.
Good. Very good.
You be expect say you go come so far in football?
Yeah. I expect that.
So you get any big club like Europe where they wish for play for?
Yes. Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Ooh.
Okay. So if you're fortunate for join the team. Now if you're fortunate, it scouts you and then you join the club. How you go feel?
You already know. Very good.
Okay, so it
come true.
so it's gonna be final message to people that way they follow now.
As it is now, I want to tell everybody where they're out there. So let the trust we. And tomorrow ready for give them the fit.
My name is Salone. I play for Sierra Leone under 20 national team.
Now you know one key player into the under 20 women's competition. First, I feel.
Well, I feel happy, like my dream come true to me because I always wish for play for my national team. And I think seeing the first call up, my dream come true to me.
Now, when they prepare for play against one of the toughest team at the competition, winner Senegal, what would they expect from you as a player?
Well, when I will expect, say, like I will give more goals. Like my expectation of a score for my country tomorrow and put the landmark, put the not ever reach it. And I will work towards that and achieve that.
You know the third goal scorer in the competition with 14 goals. How you come about for achieve this?
Well, not an easy task, but a teamwork, a collective effort where all man can make at least or make a be the third highest goal scorer.
You dey wish for scoring the game where you play?
Yes.
Where can you score? How do you feel?
I feel fine, I feel good because we don't make the difference inside the pitch of play.
Okay, when I get plenty people where they follow now, whose assurance you want for give to Sierra Leoneans that wanna go become the champion at the end of the competition?
One give a 100% guarantee say tomorrow we'll go out there and defeat Senegal and become the champion.
So it go be your message to people where they be now.
Well, first of all, I want to tell thank you because like the kind where they don't expect me football now and not be so today. So that's a full a big thanks to we because without we they don't get to follow up female football. And I want to tell say we need more support on the female side.
All right, well, that's now waiting the guys that we get for say Salimatu and was it Musa, the other lady, Fatmata also. We get for say inside the interview we then do the Max Tribune team this morning. Thanks to Josman and Petros for their good work. Now, Bo yesterday then cover the match between Lions and Bo Rangers as we be showing live. And then stay back, forget an interview this morning. That's been very, very much important. Emmanuel, don't hear waiting the ladies them say. Very much confident that they want for cut off that Senegal dominance, and as host they want for make the fans them smile. Sierra Leone don't get pull the biggest crowd in recent years in female tournament at the sub-region, as we see the previous matches there how the stadium been jam-packed. So what can I take on the kind of confidence where they don't build up so far?
And this confidence, Magdalene, is unmeasurable. That's one of the biggest advantage you have when you're playing at home, because you end up having 12 players on board instead of 11. As we can always say, the fans are part of the playing team, because when you get the good home support, Magdalene, there's that special energy, enthusiasm when the players indicate, a very different way they play in a foreign land or in a foreign ground. So I think that's one of the key things we don't help with sisters in who put up that type of excellent performance. The girls are doing extremely well, and watch some of their highlights them. So these are just a wake up signal that we government really need for put sober drink for do better investment in infrastructure. Now we able play most of we key games them at home. And when you dey do that, waiting the happen, you dey develop your content ranking, and your players and performance also they improve. Trust me, that feeling a high quality feel, and you dey see how the girls and then they feel very comfortable for play on that pitch. Then they able get good ball control, good passes, and then able to do very good constructive attack. And not like when you pass the ball and you put your foot for all and na east, the ball gonna west. Poor coordination. But there you see the coordination of the players and very excellent. So it's a good work from Mr. Babadi. And I remember then the lady wey first speaker and you be doing interview
Yeah, we they
on
live.
this panel, yeah, on live.
Yeah.
I think they play for Maboima
Oh,
Queens.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Maboima Queens. And yeah, and you see she's a very good player. And I remember I been playing at Liberia. From Liberia,
Mm-hmm.
I come back na Salone. Yeah. So this the time for tell you say the talents are there. They just need the enabling environment for showcasing. And as your sister they say earlier, you listen am, she was not recognized, but waiting that happen. Sports, this football don't give am a recognition. People will see and talk about am. But after this tournament, what next for them? This is another key question. So now we they can play Senegal, and we know this Senegal the sports structure. They have 6 points. We have four. We win in this game, you take we 7 points ahead of them. Then we come as champion. So I know that the girls are going out there to for put their utmost performance and make Mama Salom proud. But yeah, we serve as Sierra Leoneans. The only thing that we go able do for them, now for we go out there with Bata, with Keleng, with Port Koba, and Allah and clap for we sisters. And I sure say we being the number 12 players, Magdalene, beyond all odds, we go able to take that trophy there and lift her up with pride now with shoulders.
Yeah, we want for lift out with pride, but also the number 13 player winner allowance, made them make sure say them provider for the girls. I mean they expect
Allowance in a bench.
I mean they expect say therefore don't put like how they do for the boys there for Go Nations Cup. Therefore don't say if I win this game when I get $10,000, but nobody they didn't do it for girls them. It's so heart rendering. Dopeii, Salon funny. Now Salon we see the
Yeah.
FFet player there for suitcase. $50 suitcase. Now they not pay Boy championship money. Oh God. Yes, Dopeii. What did I think about the guys'
uh,
the performance and the confidence so far? As a lot of people they shout out them at the comment section and also they motivate them for get victory tomorrow against Senegal.
their money they ever stop. Now look, the woman they've done very well, Maggie. And it's not easy to be a host nation, you know. The fact say, I think say like I talking about, I need for give recognition to this to the ladies, because we are the one hosting this tournament, and the fact that they're still in the tournament shows that the courage that they have, the passion that they have for the sport, and they don't want to let themselves down. the family and also the country. So they're playing with everything they have. And I know they're gonna go there with, blood, sweat, and tears against Senegal and put it all on the line. And hopefully and pray that they come away with the 3 points, because then, like Emmanuel said, we can lift the trophy at the end of the day, and be the victorious. But also, like Emmanuel said, what's next? Because, like, for the man, they like how like talk normally the tournaments they on with the supports there, with the gear and this gear and then even when the tournament's over, we still a hail there with the promotes there. Why can't we do the same thing for the girls team? This can be a pathway for most of these ladies to be recognized in international sports. Especially like that other PQSA say one playing at Spain. We can make that possible. We go sit down now and think, oh no, it is possible. Because if you look at the Nigerian women's team, 99% of them play in Europe. So we can also give these ladies a platform where they can showcase their talent abroad in tournaments like this, where you can invite scouts to come in and just watch. We can make it possible. But anyways, we'll not begin back on other arguments because they ever done.
All right.
so
So
so I
Emmanuel,
just wish them luck. I wish them luck.
all right, good one, Dopeii. Like come to Emmanuel, quick one before come to Ishmael back. Looking at the league structure, you think say it gets a role way play in terms of shaping the girls ahead of this tournament, because most of the girls come from the teams them way being the top five or so in the Premier League for the female football. Emmanuel, you don't mute to.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. And kudos to Lady Asma, and the female league board for short a tremendous work with them do. And we can always talk on Magdalene. For make a nation be a footballing nation, your league get for be effective. And we've been see with female league being so attractive this particular year. And we tell Papa government thank you way them be able come in and put money for make the female league been play. Because we been see the president and the first lady be the part of the open ceremony, and they even try for make we Premier League safe play. This is not about politics, but we dey see the difference way this they bring come in the life of we national team. Because don't take before when the league not been the play, Magdalene. We sisters that were not fit. The construction, the coordination was very poor. And also the arena outside they play the leagues were not good. But with this league, at least you don't keep with sisters and feet. They don't done a very good competitive league. So for make you take the best them and you bring them come together, it's an easy walk over. You just need to get informations and then work towards that. You dey get a result. When you get players that are really fit, Magdalene, you just need 5 or 6 sessions with them. The next is adaptation. Then they sail into them very, very fast. The key thing is the fitness. When you get fit athletes, whatever system you get into it adapt with it very fast and flow with it. But because we sisters and before nobody play competitive league, their fitness level was poor. So it was very hard for we get an outstanding performance when we play international or foreign teams. So good work done by the female board, and let we continue this league, Magdalene. This is a highlight that we need for put more sponsor with female football, and we go get better results from what we do.
Any take on that, Dopeii?
Okay. This is a topic that we will speak on and on and on and on, because it's one of the things why we there as a platform, and one of the things why we do as a community, for give people a voice and for make the people around the world help us support. And hopefully the sporting board, the football federation for men and women can listen and at least try to make some changes for the athletes and the footballer there. Because at the end of the day, the people that way they go through this constraint, now the athletes the way they did in this competition. Right now the women competition they pass start. The girls will go and win it, and then what's next for them? You have to find things in place to replace something. So
Yeah.
the need for the take initiative. We dey laugh for this Premier League money. The league go carry on just on another. another headache now for when they give the second
Exactly.
prize. The first prize is still set for her, but the
Old
second
money
prize
for
we
new
never
money.
done. Yeah. So at the end of the day, and then the camper comes in now, the team then go on strike, so they not go and play. Then guess what? Now the fans they get for miss out on the people that they support the local team they get for miss out on a Friday or Saturday evening, watching the watching their team play. So there needs to be a structure or there needs to be something done because if it continue like this, it's just gonna explode.
Yeah, yeah. All right. We continue forward as African football don't really they take a shape. Look at the under 20 men's World Cup. Look at what the Gambia did. The other day they defeat one of the giants in football, France. Nigeria also do the same thing. The Nigeria under 20 boys they really they do well in that tournament, and it tells we self can perform to that level, but we just need for put we house in order. All right. We still get one giveaway for go, and we don't get 27 people already. Keep sending your comment and participate in what we dey discuss, and you go get chance for enter for the draw. But like come to issue. Let's talk volleyball proper now. I don't say I don't say you now we like the attack side of it, but you can defend as well. So tell me about what team best you like in the sport and how you don't shape that particular skill day within yourself or let you master them.
Well, just as you mentioned, the best part what I like for playing at the game now, me or what I do when I opposite, I'm not outside hitter, where that then they get for do it attack more of attack. But ever since I come now, so like me coach call me and tell me say like he give me a compliment that like I'm a complete player, like because I do everything at the courts because like me now one of the specialists for defending for pass as well. So like then give me that compliment there. I feel say like I specialize in doing everything. I specialize in serving, for pass. I can set because when I start for play volleyball and I set up in the set, I've been setter. So, but as time goes on, I can start for attack. But the best part what I like for playing at the game now being an attacker. So, I believe say that in my own best part.
All right, so let we talk about the championship where you already don't win with this club. As you say, you be just go. Is it not like 4 months in the US now? And
Yeah, it's like 4 months.
you yeah,
I
you don't.
actually in January.
All right, you're able to achieve that so far.
Yep.
So tell me, but how you feel about this achievement, and now you want for build upon that for take it to a senior professional club because we know the US gets a system where you they enter through from college, then you can go to any of the clubs them where probably like I can say the NBA draft and all.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I feel say like for me, first of all, now a dream come true for me, and winning the championship just the fact that I enter just January and I start for play and I start for get accolades them and start for win. I start for be one of the favorite players in the eyes of the coaches and the eyes of other players because even when I come, I've been there and I know get some certain things away want to be set want to be put in place then I try for do everything. What they can the court players and they really players and the way they not even see what play so they be eager for see what they play. They say they want to see what they play because they feel like I physically fit and everything. So when I start for play again, everything just because it takes a lot because actually to get used to the system of playing back home and then when you come here everything is just different like the system when they play different the hand signals like so many things and the way I've been just get for used to at the end of the day God make I'll be able for get used to everybody, especially this setup because the setup are now one of the people that we say every attacker for get connected to because if you don't get connected to the setup when they play then you're not able to play the game. Especially now so they get a different now they're not fast ball and they played compared to back home. So like and playing this level for me like now the highest level is what I don't play. And I'm in life. I would talk and I will put on that way there because I get the chance for me to meet with so many other athletes and maybe say so many other great athletes and maybe say me now only 6'3". I get players and what they play with then they're up to 6'8", 6'9". After I don't play, they come and compliment me. I mean, you get a very good jump, a very good player. So like all that thing and they motivate me for do more. And actually, I really they hope for going at the higher stage. And just as I say, I just come 3 months and I don't come, I don't win, I don't do among the all conference athletes, and I don't win all freshman team all that. So like the dream now for make a after me college, and not even after, so maybe during my college season, I would not get a particular team where be saying a club team where just go scout me and say, okay, well, they want for me to represent them and whatever. And right now I'm so happy that I don't get the platform right now because mostly that now one of the key things around the why they advise players and back home, because I get this advice from a coach from Ghana. It tell me say as an athlete, always try for keep record of yourself, your games the way you play and everything, because in that way you go, because America or any other side where you go, they not believe in me na football player. No, me they not believe in me na volleyball player. They get for see the proof, and the only one of the another thing is that you as a player, they get a chance for trial, because in Q1 for you come and maybe do trials and everything. But me, God so help, I don't even do trials. I just send me videos them, because I've been at one of the key things I've been to do. Like I get my videos them. I even study every day. So I say my whole money what I go keep for the month. When I put on all pan cameraman them. It's called Suitski cameraman for little more than can video me. But a lot of people them they feel idleness or whatever, but they don't be understand the dream or whatever. So like all the things, and they are just like right now I don't get more videos them. I don't get more professional videos them. I feel so like if I apply, or if I decide for go on a more professional level in any other team or whatever, I believe say them go able for look at them videos, and then if feel so like I go fit, despite the fact, because being a volleyball player, you get to get a certain height where you jump in some certain leagues, and before they pick you up there. And I feel so like I mean, I'm equal to the task, because
Okay.
the South Side can play so many top players, and they really play. We say most of them, despite the fact say me na 6'3", and then I then 6'4", 6'5", 6'8", I get for performing. I hope for just by the end of the day, inshallah. I just come now, so for like get a bigger contract for playing at a bigger club.
All right, it shows so many comments motivating you on the comment section. But another thing where we viewers them go want for know that the fact that you mentioned developing yourself through video where you be the post, but going out to the US and you don't get this kind startup, we're very good, especially when you're going to the All-Star team for the level where they play. One go once for know if you get any club in mind, professional club in the US. No, not call Russia now because anyway. But at the side of the volleyball they play actually. You
Yeah.
get any plan, any club in mind where you want for attract?
Well, actually, like I know the fact that like when I start for apply for scholarship, them the United States, I'm meet so many coaches and wait and tell me for pay some amount of money there, when I was like before I pay them come money in the land or largest then I Salone, some coaches that they tell me for pay about 25, 26, $25,000, I was like no, but being the fact that I don't I don't get that kind exposure there and everything, I just feel so normal like them videos they are so like I don't get any team like particularly why I go see, because I don't sabi any the United States. I don't be even think like I don't be the facts now that I don't be the team say at the Canada so, but I be the team for I don't be the I don't be get the belief inside the camp, but I be the team for come here. You understand? Because the moment they kill me, the dream now, the time when they kill the dream now, when I did that, the coach online tell me say for pay 27,000, I'm like, where am I going to get that kind of money? So I'll just forget about everything. But I don't get any club in like in my mind. Only maybe in Europe. I believe get so many clubs in Europe for go play for actually. Where like I get mentors them, where people the way they watch when they motivate me. Where I feel like say I want to play with them people in there. But at the moment, I don't get like any club where I feel say like I think about, because United States now a very big when I mean each we then get different categories them actually at the United States. So and me they hope for, because even right now they play in a Division 2 they play. So right now I hope for come out from Division 2 and go play Division 1. So from Division 1, then I believe that now the highest league now they win at the NCAA. The NCAA now, like if you play under, then you get a lot of scouts and whatever like chances for make you go play professionally. So like
All
that
right.
dream down there right now for playing at the NCAA.
Okay, all right. Ishmael. Like I say, many comment and they come. Jerome they laugh. Emmanuel say una bottle illegal. Somebody they say is Axla football. Is Axla football still existing? Yes, they did Division One. They don't relegate now for yeah. Usum Stars really improve this second leg of the Premier League. I'm proud of them, Ibrahim. All right, so many messages here. You are right. Isho, your videos will be a key part in attracting coaches, especially in colleges. That's for sure. Sure, Coach Lamin has done marvelous work. But some side where I want to go, you come in Emmanuel, the area where Ishmael talk about the money where they ask for about 25K or so $1,000 for just training. How blessed people they where they play football, where they can just get scouted, go pick their kid and go. A lot of the sport the way they do, they don't know so now they pay coach them for coaching instead of coaches coming for now. So how you going for analyze that for people then?
Yes, and Magdalene, and that's very true. And in the aspects of some of them indoor or sports they are so you get for like for example like where they play individual sports as individual athletes. First and foremost, now you get for pay your coaches if you dey play table tennis or lawn tennis, and you get for pay your coaches. So now make you get for try for move up on your rankings and you athletic performance. You get to pick where they reach, where you don't reach pro, it attract sponsors. Like for the example, that way they play tennis, maybe they go attract Nike or Adidas. So when you attract them sponsors and then they can give you money, or you win any one tour. If you win any tour, the money you get stage where you dey move into, then you dey get a sponsor. So the money when they pay you, that they able cover you for make able hire a coach maybe for 1 or 2 years and some of your travel expenses. So the likes of even like when you go into volleyball, when you move into pro, then you dey get contracts. And but when you dey into the college level, then definitely you just get for pay for play. But mostly waiting can happen in some of them thing and there is something sometimes we can call a reimbursement when you dey play the league. There are some if you become very outstanding in your college, there are times they can give scholarship where they can tell you say, okay, you know the pay for this particular 1 or 2 years, and you they play for the college, you go into the sporting system. Some college can look at you, okay, we give free scholarship. But waiting they happen again, Magdalene. You get for be a 3 pointer and go test you for be a 3 pointer. If you grades them drop below this particular range, you lost the scholarship. So as long as you're playing the league and you dey play the sport and you dey study, you get for maintain your studies and your performance as well. So that's an heavy load on we as an athlete for make you able balance am. So
All
most of
right.
the time when you drop out of them points then the expenses to become more high on you. But if you keep up with your excellent performance, you dey do well in the league and you win their scholarships, then you can get a free flow. So now that
All
can
right.
happen when we go into the college systems.
All right, I will come to Dopeii if that's affecting career because that's the same thing in Australia. Well done, Isho. Keep it up, brother. Another person they say racism need to stop. It really affects my Real Madrid player Vinicius. There's a lot of players affected. Keep up the good work, Isho. If you want to play Division One, send your video to one of the Division One teams and they'll check it and scout you from Jerome. Another person say keep moving. Mentor issue fame from Amidou Paul Bayo, and lots of comments here. And well. Somebody they say, did we have any association that govern volleyball in Sierra Leone? Yes, of course, we have the Sierra
Yeah.
Leone Volleyball Association where they govern both volleyball and beach volleyball in the country. One of the best association and one of the sport that will win lots of laurels for Sierra Leone now volleyball, but una all attention kide pa football. All right, so quick one, Dopeii, before we come to issue, maybe issue go one go train and left we. Before I can provoke you, Emmanuel, for we una. What do you think about the point system and the money issue in terms of players? You know, a lot of the black brothers them not able for continue their career, being that they get for pay coach, they get for pay them colleges, and at the same time it's difficult for go through the point system.
Yeah, it's a very difficult process, especially one, you gotta think about the conversion rates because they charge you inside dollar. We got
Exactly.
you don't say $25,000. How much you think say
Yeah,
that? I
a
do
Salone
go
money.
sell mana in Jeep and fine. You still able to pay that coach. The salon money. So
Yeah,
the conversion rate plays a big part. And also sometimes if somebody if as a coach, like one thing I've noticed here, as a coach or somebody where if they see a potential athlete, they will never ask you for a penny because they see somebody that they can develop. Because sometimes like look for example all the great athletes they all have the story and how they become one of the greats because somebody saw potential in them and never asked them for anything. When they don't make come then we say okay paddy man what kind of the drawing board, let's calculate, all that thing. Because now they're at the level they can afford to pay you. You understand? But if they're not there in the level where they can afford to pay you, and the first thing they do, now for just say, oh, give me this money, then you go become this, then you don't see greatness. It's not gonna happen. Not to say, especially when so the person can't afford it. Most people come from a struggle background, and sport becomes a way for them to get out of many difficult situations. And that can be for most people, sport is a therapy, sport is education, sport is life. There's different categories that sport can fill in everyone's life. So some coaches see that as a way to capitalize. I myself, it's happened to before. To capitalize on an athlete saying, give me this social money. I believe say I will make you do this. Why you not make I do it first before I give you money?
Yeah.
Then if I not do one, then you go say, okay, I don't. Either way, if I not do one, I pay you. If I do one, I pay you. But take me to the level that you think I can get to without asking me for the amount of money. And I do understand also on the coach's side, they got bills to pay, they got things to do. That may make sense. And it's also a risk for a coach for see an athlete and say, okay, I see potential in this person. I'm gonna take him to that level because like. Uh, it becomes a thing where you as a coach can become that person's manager or whatever, a mentor or whatever you want them to be. And that person will be forever grateful. Great
Yeah.
athletes in the world have people that they know that took them to where they are. And look at the day like today, they still show appreciation to them people. And we all know the keyword, remember where you come from. And I know all
yeah,
we also don't know, yeah, if we become billionaire today, there's one person that we know say the 10 that will be need that person there. We did it for we. And we'll all go there and show that
yeah,
appreciation. So that's
Pastor
what people
Emmanuel.
need to
Yeah, that
understand.
Pastor
yeah.
Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
With the open church for am.
well,
God bless you. God bless you.
All right, no, so
me,
now
I just want to do the offering. Now the offering me want do.
issue there issue you have for left wing not so Ali you have for go training.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah, but yeah,
All
definitely.
right, so quick while you get any just tell me like who that are you mentor in volleyball and when was your best tournament as we listeners about the one for know like how many awards you don't win as well because I go through your profile lots of awards man.
I know, right? There are lots of awards. I mean, like, but basically, the first, I've been get somebody like who I would admire back home, and that person that was when I started playing volleyball. But that when I was 12 actually. But that was the person that inspired me to play volleyball. That was my volleyball captain in Super Six with the club I play for back home. So going further, I mean I don't win lots of awards. I know way before count like for say way
I
count here. You
know.
know, yeah. So like, winning a lot of awards in back home in terms of best attacker, best blocker, MVP, and everything. And I mean one of my best tournaments the one I play against youngsters. That was the maiden edition of the National League Nabo. That was I think it was in 2021. So
Oh,
like
okay.
that is now one of my best moments because I'm now one of the games that I played here until I tore me what some a muscle. I mean, now me rotate a cough. I hit balls them so much.
Yeah, right. Sir.
Yeah. So it was like one of the toughest match for me, and because mostly I've been hit most of the balls, and so yeah, that was like one of
Yeah.
my best
Yeah,
tournament.
but say in 2017 we be the beef you because you and Daddy that play against we. No, it was
Yeah,
you and Lombi. It was
Lombi.
Oh
you and Lombi. In the
no,
in the in the interregional.
No, okay. It was me and Baki. Baki. It was
Yeah, and Baki. Yeah,
Oh,
you wanna play
Baki. Okay.
yeah.
Baki. No, actually, we play for Western area.
Yeah, Western area.
And
Okay, now country best play with
Mohammed.
Lumbi,
Mohammed.
Yeah, Mohammed. Yeah,
right?
Mohammed and Lumbi, yes.
Mohammed, okay.
Yeah, Mohammed Karim. And Lumbi and Bengali now them play Bengali Salone.
Yes,
Yeah,
for the north.
Each
They play for the north, so we the beef them. And we support all being dead to the Western area team.
Yeah,
Because we
Team.
get Bakar and all, and
Yeah,
half Kongosa talk the video. What it is.
And by then, you remember Bakal been just come up from Senegal. He been in a good shape.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that kind of fresh. I mean, like now the positive. Actually, I've been decided to go play for North because of one or two reasons. Then Baki just called me back and be like, bro, why don't you come back home and like just play with me? And and it really convinced me for come play with him because at the end of the day. And I don't be even think about that self. I feel like most last in I will be home because I be the time I be the plan. It's not be the plan to go that side for play. Just told me and say, I'm coming to look at so close, chill do all that thing. And the next thing it was like, bro, yeah, creep can't skin. I was like, what the hell, bro? Like, he's a great athlete, and I respect him a lot because he's one of the people that inspired me to to keep on going. So like I respect.
Yeah, we got you. We got you volleyball legend and now look Kadi. Yeah, Kadi, long time. Hey, what's up? Volleyball, we gotta cook there. Where they cook there? Catch me na ebo soup. We don't get out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dopeii not sabi that soup. The soup all the inside they go no, but it's sweet.
Kadi. Yeah.
We miss the good old days, but this
Good old days, yeah.
Also for go change sport. You can also go change sport later.
Exactly.
This show as the left wing now, waiting are you short and long term plan for the game?
Short term plan right now, I'm pushing hard. Every day, keep up myself, and also because one thing that the United States is that if you don't perform in your academic, you cannot like excel in your sport. So like those are like one of my, I have like different like a list of short term goals. But like my long term goal, I become a professional athlete in the United States and also go back home and continue to inspire a lot of athletes back home.
All right. Any plan for coaching? Because I see you seen your back here on coach now. You coach the New South Wales team as the assistant coach and then go as far as final last season and finish second because they lost the final. But that was great. That is a coach for a whole state now, the New South Wales. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. Well, actually, I was thinking about coaching and also doing the referee because I'm one thing like I get some kind of issue with some starting players and being too disrespectful and everything. So I just look back and look at all the pressure within coaching and decide not for coach and go to the referee category, the referee department because I feel like I will do better in the referee. Even though I can come if I get a team or whatever, I can always come out there for like give me own experience and be as a side coach. But I know they think about coaching as a career as actually.
No worry, volleyball on a beat coach.
Volleyball
no, like what I'm beating Bra Matarazzi na Potloko.
Yeah.
Emmanuel and Dopeii, any question for issue? We got for the selling in stop them low with the promoter as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to say, man, my brother, no question. Just wish you nothing but the best, man. Keep striding. It takes you 7 years for Lagos ID. I'm sure it's not going to take you nothing more, nothing less for you to get to where you want to get to. The fact that you didn't give up, you work hard, and a lot of people didn't believe you, and a lot of people believe in you. That's sports, man. Sports, you get two sides of every coin. So just keep doing what you do, man, and greatness is gonna come. And also, it's nice meeting you, man. So the American accent, I need for move.
So you know what, for party again. You don't go America.
No, no, that's me. Every you for the car, we had. For ads.
Yeah,
Now the
yeah.
sample of the bill. We need for bill no one accent. We need more people there for help.
All right, Emmanuel, any
Yeah.
question?
Yeah, and an issue, like uh, I've watched volleyball a lot, and for me on side, I just want for know waiting like can be your best formation. Is it the 4-2 or the 5-1 formation? Which one can best suit you when you the play the game?
Well, actually, like volleyball, we get something apart from the formation. We get something we call system. We actually get a different language. Actually, we get
Yeah.
what we call system, but the system all now the coach, like Daniel, we just a trainer, man. All it's all about science. That's
Yeah.
our like now we information down there. Like the setter go just drawing a jazzy and it give two give everybody in sign. So that's our system. We get shoots, we get two, we get one, we get back, just like the thing playing with the fingers no more. Like all down there. Now that one we information down there no more. But like for me, my best ball what I like for hitting and shoots because by the time I hit the ball, the blocker because we get this competition we play. We get total blockers. Them like what they say. Wait until now before if you know they jump high, then you know they before hit the ball. So like me on best part now when they shoot the ball and I will hit the ball fast before the blockers in the reach. So that's like my best formation playing volleyball.
All
Wow.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all, Emmanuel.
Yeah, that was all. Cause and as you did, so I just remember the same system way back out the play. Like, they also get like the same style. So I
I
was
mean,
like,
they
oh.
dominate.
I mean, I'm a mentor, so this is my mentor.
I
So
mean,
like,
they dominate. And
Exactly.
some people have been there for Lombi, some people have been there for Bakar.
yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I learned a lot from Baki than Blombi because Baki was actually like a player and a coach to me because most of the things that I learn from him as well.
all right, all
Yeah,
right. Thank you very much. Keep shortening the You get me WhatsApp. I get to you. So keep shortening the highlights them,
no
and
problem.
then I'll always post you up on the page for less people that know. Say we volleyball player where they do very well now America, and we don't want for see America take you to Olympic now that team on we they play for. But my brother, if you get a chance, play for the dollar.
God bless you. God bless you, Maggie.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, you get actually capacity around there.
God
You
bless
check
you,
it in
Maggie.
your account before you get it, before they give you offer. You know, they put the money before they give you offer.
They don't value the I'm waiting and get that's the problem.
Yeah, but volleyball, we got the can-do spirit. We got
Yeah,
una,
yeah,
we got una, we got you, we got Lumbi. We can fix a very good beach volleyball team now with
yeah,
all the
definitely.
improvements I don't get. All
Yeah,
right, thanks, and have a wonderful time in your training. I'll keep on for checking on you.
I
Thanks very much
definitely
for
will. Thank
honoring
you
the
so much for
invitation.
hosting me. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
brother.
Okay.
Right, Ishmael.
All right, Ishmael don't go because I know all that Ishmael win, so they can't do the draw. Because I ain't get Ishmael up. But before they do the draw, Leon don't start preparation, John Kista don't start active training, and we see the pictures them around the players they don't start for train. Quick one, Dopeii, what I take about the early preparation. June not a fight, we got a few more days to June, and we go play Nigeria inside Liberia for another match day. We're very important for we as a nation, whether that match will determine whether we go to the African Cup of Nations or not.
Yeah, look, it's a very good thing. I see somebody puts in the comments say where Kista just focus on the National League player, the league player in Salone for call for go play that match. And to be honest, you're not wrong because now then we they see in terms of the performance right now, they're doing outstanding. They play good football and we get enough player then for build a team around. And Kista, I think he don't coach Salone League, so you understand the way they play that they play. And obviously, not to disrespect to the foreign player there, but I feel say right now the home based player there have an advantage in terms of representing Sierra Leone against that Nigeria match. But at the end of the day, it's the coach's decision whether he go call how many home based player they go call and regarding to how many foreign based player they go call. So we'll see. But I'm glad he said the preparation starts And everybody is ready. The boys are willing for play. They want to go in there and just throw the kitchen sink at it, and hopefully they come back with that victory because we don't get that taste last time. The team was something we don't taste. I know, let's go, and we don't go Nations Cup last time. And we saw the whole nation around the world, not even Salone, around the world. We were so excited to be part of an amazing tournament and to showcase that Grey, White, and Blue, we can do something in a major competition. So I think we need to do that again, And Kista, this is his time to prove everybody wrong because he needs to get this right. What's
Jerome, Jerome. Jerome left now. It's a kiss that go past Lampard, so I'm not worried. They beat Nigeria.
Okay, and I can't let me take it. I mean,
Emmanuel,
I mean, Jerome now they can begin beef. So, but take it where you
Emmanuel,
beef again. And
Jerome,
Jerome now
Emmanuel.
forget who they can begin speak for himself.
Yeah, Emmanuel. So what now you take? We see one of Sierra Leone, top scorers now in the international scene. Winner Augustine, he continue in good form and he gets a brace inside the match where they play last night. He scored in the 30th and in the 64th minute, and still in team they lead the USL table. The USL now the second great league after the MLS in America. What do you think about John Kista in preparation, and how you think say this game important to Sierra Leone in terms of winning it?
And with all efforts being put towards with qualifications, and I think early preparation, not an offense, but an headway towards success. And we see how we league where we they play very competitive now. So for make Kista able call Harley Camp and he get the support for bringing camp players into early campaign, it shows that the SLFA are doing extremely well. Because first and foremost, when you take players into early camp, Magdalene, it's very expensive. You have to think about in transportation, then feeding and physio or medical aspects. Because every session we then get, some of them get forget some amount of physio. So all that's an expenses you get for cover. So not to and when they go for every training Magdalene, then per diem like you get for get a small thing for them in terms of forget water for them for drink and the like. And every session you get for getting an allowance for that. So not so like any trainer free then you go for. There's an allowance being allocated for every training when these boys then they go into. So that all cost money. So and this one way call not so like now the final squad. This is a build up
Mm-hmm.
because we get players the way they get for come out from international, we get for can join and form the 26 or 25 man where you go select for that game against Nigeria. So it's a good start. It's a good one, and we not get for cry out with nation for call a good a early training. The only thing we are going for say is make we get a good balance, like how some of these players they get for the able left the camp and go represent the local clubs, because definitely the league not stop yet. The leagues are still playing.
Yeah.
So some of these players and you get for able make sure that you get an appreciable time for release them, make them able go adapt to the team formations, because some of them players are starters in the various clubs. So you calling them into national league training and them going back, you have to take into consideration proper physio because fatigue can be one of the key issues. It can affect some of the players. They can get for travel. What about if they go apply, travel, go apply? So to where they don't play, the next way they return, get for can report back again for national team training. Where at the end of the day, if these players are not getting very good recovery, it end up for lead them to injuries or damage or affect them performance. So
All right.
all that the medical team get for take that into consideration on how some of these players have been called and released into their various clubs.
Okay. All right, Emmanuel, I also take you from that side. We see one issue with trend social media. Now we get plenty. One looting. Then you talk them
Yep.
then Kawan at the Premier League from non-league, the first team we don't do them, and then get a record of a player we don't play there for 10 years. And in the first player we don't set a record from non-league straight to the Premier League with one team. And also another issue with trade now Vinicius Junior in issue yesterday we see teams in Brazil they do the sit down strike or protest for show say racism not for the passport at all and support them. And another thing again are the Celtic versus its basketball wahala. You know,
I
and you
give
all
it tough.
we see at the end of the day the match end 104-103 and Celtic. All right, that comes to now. We get a three should they not deal with them, we can go. So first of all, let we take the Luton qualification to the Premier League.
Yeah, and Magdalene, we see Luton a professional club and we don't play down the league for. This is after 36, is it 36 years, they will make her up into the English Premier League. And in fact, one thing I will say, and you know, now like a mini stadium then gets.
Yep.
Yes, a mini stadium then get. So
Bowen, you're also South Arena type safe. Now like a
no,
stadium.
I took
Yeah,
it's
that's
a mini
10,000
stadium.
really
Yeah.
mini stadium.
So it shows that how determined they were, and that determination it lead them to the success part, which is taking them up to the English Premier League. And interesting people in it, I read some page and get for talking that for this point in time, whether you're a big gun, you're a top gun, you get for go play.
That's side day.
Now that's side day.
Arsenal first they go there. I don't see the
And apply for that community because it's part of the community. The stadium is part of the community. If you just that stadium just feel like a hybrid. Some people in Kenya they host and then Pala and they watch the
It's
game where they
something.
play inside. All team.
my field we got opposite they don't go
I
play.
mean, this
Yeah,
can build the stadium with the host. I mean, at least in
the host.
the stadium and the host they're connected on one stand. It's very
Yeah.
it's hard to explain.
So it's a community and central per se structure where people that within the community cable use that facility back again. But it's been earned by a particular club, which is Luton. So them coming into the English Premier League, it's a good starter for them. And if they continue a perfect run, that's going to generate more resources for them. And who knows, maybe they might buy properties around that place and put up a very good stadium there. Or they can relocate to another big space where they go get there and put up a better structure. So for me, this is what we want for see in football. A turnaround, a development. We see Leicester and Commodore, they kind of make a difference. Now look at Nottingham Forest. They say after years, they come and don't stay into the English Premier League.
I get and
So
see
let's
what they sleep out now. I put on
it's
a
all right.
status.
It's all right. It's okay. You know, so this is what we want for the sea. Like, I made the English Premier League very interesting. You know, these are what are making good stories. And I should say, the performance into the English Premier League get for be very credible.
Yeah.
And into Vinicius Junior in Saga, you know, it was really a tough match when they played Valencia because I watched that game. The match be really tough because was that every team against her when Vinicius Junior be they take the attack and they push the ball. There was a second ball in the field. So the defender tried for kick the ball off, but he kicked the ball towards the direction of Vinicius in dribbling. And he hits the ball and the ball go out. The referee did very well. He give him a yellow card. But the fans them instead for ignite the issues and make some racial statements. So Vinicius himself really was like, you know, you don't run the adrenaline, don't pump, then tease them, and then get an argument. Not to even in them play the foul, he set it to a punch and then get a red card to go out of that match. But the racial statement is part of Spanish league. It hurt. Even when you go to Real Sociedad, then they still do and they get teams away. It's very hard, like Sociedad, it's very hard for make a foreigner play there. It happened at the Spanish league. So the Spanish FA really need to put a good footing But what all trigger this issue is the president of the Spanish Football Federation. The statement we put against Vinicius Junior, that Vinicius not to take control, he went out of order. You cannot do that.
Yep.
So because of some of the statement we released was very unprofessional, make
Because of
Vinicius,
this.
Yeah.
push
You get
out
for
the
pump
thing
out.
into the media, pump her up. You see, so at least if he may not act much more responsibly, this matter not for don't go beyond how it's going. And they were very lucky, like the league don't already they wrap up. If not, like when the league been there like midway, what if Madrid then decides to well they're not go play until the FA president resign? It is for them totally obstruct the league, and the players of Real Madrid are support. I say they are backing Vinicius Junior.
Yeah.
You see, so the FA really na England, they really na sorry na Spain, they really need for put stronger measures in place. And not only Vinicius, it have put lots of players in Spain.
Yep.
You see.
All right. Somebody is yes. It's even Coventry. Yeah, we get double winner Sierra Leone. We play the yes. If we can get time for Leonstein, no problem. Yeah, although they don't miss out for Canada the Premier, but then get chance again. Let them go fight for another season. All right. Before we come to me, to it and Celtic, Dopeii, any take on Vinicius and also the Luton qualification or promotion to the Premier?
Lucy, very congratulations. To Lucy, now who's have the Max and Spencer, and next to Lucy, now next station. So we don't coincide.
Mhm.
So Luton a very small town, and they don't
Yeah.
do well, like for the community for they be in the team, they don't fetch from non-league, and that's so we not to so we sec the third team Wrexham will come, we don't go league
Yeah.
two from non-league, that don't go league two.
Yeah.
So we get for we don't Premier League story. But yeah, Luton, it's an honor, an achievement for
Is it?
them to.
How can Luton host matches in the Premier League? They get them stadium, they host them. Then England not Alex Salone. You host that. Host
Yeah.
that.
Everybody
If
get their own stadium.
Manchester then get 200,000 fans, we then go there and give them 500,000 space or
The guys
5,000
say
space
watching
for them
house.
anything now. Yeah, the guys watch now. Jerome
House,
say
yeah.
any team where they go away, they go back to my roots. All right, so Jerome, what about Vinicius? The issue we see all the protests and all the players in the world will stand behind them from Twitter to Instagram messages and all.
Good.
Even
Stop there now.
Balotelli and Pogba also give a statement and send a word of courage to him.
Look, Spain and Italy, in terms of football in Spain and Italy, obviously in England, there's also racism in England, but England, it's not occur in other country there, like especially in the Spanish league. And like exactly what Emmanuel said, waiting the president say, not back you as a federation, if I don't back the player because this player they play on a banner, if I don't show and the support. Now one thing we say we make I know I say ain't able control what the fan they say. Yes, it able control what the fan they say, but it able minimize, the way the thing will happen because that the fan that they can support and say this team now so them fan and they you can stop it from happening from
Yep.
the outside before even cut inside. I think that the way is say make sure everybody don't explode. And like exactly what Emmanuel say, if now the middle of the season, Madrid decides say they're not going for play, no competition, and then if it don't affect the league, and also for that affect the European sector, because forget saying Madrid just come on a Champions League final, semi-final, they get knocked out by Man City. So what would have happened then? So I
Yeah.
think it's something that we need to look at now before we start moving into all the league they need to look at it now before we start moving into next year league. It's
All
everywhere.
right.
Racism it's something we can't get rid of, but we can minimize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So quick one on the Celtic and its issue. We see the kind tough match.
I don't,
What I take
ah,
Dopeii before I come to Emmanuel.
I don't understand. What's going with Miami? I'm confused. I don't understand because I don't
Dopeii
put.
national side.
No, look. Lakers. I mean, don't say Lakers. Denver, they treat them bad. Denver, they change. The Lakers will follow win 2 games. We would lead by 20 points first half. Second half, nine never they change pattern. Miami now. I don't Emmanuel you take her. I don't understand.
Dopeii, it was
They
10 seconds left.
yeah.
That 10 seconds is what makes the difference. That's what takes the game now to a game of 7.
No, but
10
also
seconds.
before you reach to that 10 second, where the other one there?
Yeah.
They
So
were next speeding up. 3.
they were 3 leader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man, I don't understand.
this has been one of the biggest hits in the NBA. It's making the news. And indeed, Magdalene, this is what we want to see in sports. Some of them stories they are so being written out. And the next game of 7 go play is on the 29th Monday at Boston. And that's go determine
It's
the
gonna be a
final
tough
winner.
game.
So it's gonna be like a tug of peace. I'm not gonna say tug of war. It's gonna be a tug of peace. And I imagine me no one for miss. But it's a big mistake. It's a big mistake for Miami Heat. I sure say they will go back again and try for do some of them 1 or 2 errors and the way way them put up. But it's sports. Some of them things that happen, and you don't see a lot of
Oh, no
bottling that
problem,
take
so.
place, Magdalene, lately. I don't know. It's like the spirits going all around. Arsenal will
Dortmund.
bought to the league.
Lord
Dortmund
do the
bought to the league.
Lord do the golf for you because Arsenal they wear yellow jersey. Now made us small loss. Lord do the golf for. Now the yellow jersey ball I follow them.
I make best for us.
No, but then
Oh,
the only thing is, the goal difference.
yeah,
The goal
they lost the
difference
league.
I make
Anytime
Bayern Munich.
they lost the league, not the match.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
need goals. They need for win.
just
They
a
go
win. Yeah.
make a
Uh,
do the goal there with the Kango, yeah. But
no,
what's in Dortmund doing? Now God no more go show you because we don't games with Bayern Munich win all the time. One new winners. They make that walk cry. All in effort we play
I
this
know
season.
Mario got every say Mario,
got
Marco
it.
Royce.
Yeah,
Marco
yeah,
Royce, Royce, I know one day left Dortmund, it's very small.
yeah. He's the oldest player there. Yeah.
All right, 47 people for the last giveaway. Make we
He
do the door and say bye
not
bye.
vex.
Yeah.
So to God if Jerome win your game. Wow.
This is another winner.
Temu,
Temu
new winner.
Mariama.
If na
Yeah.
Mariama Temu or na Temu Mariama, me will know because no knows how it's on the name.
No, how you write what's exam where they put the surname
Yeah,
before the first name. So
yeah.
this na exam you write so I make it do and so.
But how the person go get with my face?
Something na
Before
photo shoot.
investigate.
All right, to the check.
Yeah.
Congratulations for win the second draw. And we will get on to you, Temu Mariama or Mariama Temu. Jerome say this season is also bottle job business. Arsenal, Dortmund, Portugal. Man City. And the England City not bottle the Champions League or against Inter Milan. But anyways, now blue. All right, I don't so any more for say again. Just the Premier League they wrap up today. Dopeii waiting I take when I get Newcastle.
No, I need speak on Chelsea. I'm glad you already Premier League, the low blow, don't tire. You know, we need for it's too much. It's all Premier League. I already contaminated with a win game inside one hand. I don't think so. They'll win 5 games there. It's okay. Only forget coach. Where Pochettino come, at least maybe we will carry a bill. Right now, they look for a bill. But say Premier League don't know nothing for do for the Saturday night.
Inside one season, we change owner, we change three coach.
Three coach, one owner. The owner, right? For me, if I don't change the coach, left the owner. Because this guy don't come by the club. He want to be coach, he want to be manager, he want to be assistant, he want to be president, he want to be secretary, he want to be everything. So obviously that they play a big part. Maybe they say apparently what happen, I want to take a back seat role and get the sports department and do their own job. And then obviously if Pochettino get for signing contract, Pochettino kind side, then we'll go from there. But this season really been expensive. At least me as now they're on the same level. We can't empty-handed, we go empty-handed. Hallelujah.
Amen.
All right, Emmanuel, what's it gonna be round up in terms of the Premier League round? I don't say painful.
No, I think Magdalene, to be sincere, this is one of me painful time again in football. One thing I make I enjoy the league this year, na bottle season, just as manager Jerome say. Not to win no more bottle the league, you happy with Dortmund. So at least when they want for make reference, not to win no more for the point finger power. For the points are back now. Pam 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 Dortmund. But tonight the English Premier League going for be one interesting one because we see two teams and the way they still affect the relegation position. Everton and Leicester City. Because if you take a look at the table presently, Leicester City are on 31 points. And in Leicester City, they play West Ham. If Leicester City beat West Ham, then they go on 34 points. So Everton need for beat Bournemouth. A loss for Everton against Bournemouth means then they can go into relegation. Leicester will go up. So that's two games where they get for be one of the most competitive one. Who will stay into the English Premier League. And if you take a goal difference between Everton gets -4 and 24, Leicester get -18. So it's a must win for Everton for me they will stay into the English Premier League. And for the likes of Leeds United and Southampton, and we know say finally in the good of. And Southampton are one of the team we really disturb with Arsenal. From time immemorial when they start that Premier League, they won out. Then the Mona with an end. Now so bold team back left for Mona with they don't go down.
Go buy one house.
Listen no.
Arsenal, not worry. We Luton, we can learn sports in stadium. When I Everton stadium now.
Alright. Leicester now. No, Southampton are they closer to Luton, so they're going to use Southampton stadium.
Southampton stadium. Yeah.
You will catch it again.
Yeah. So Magdalene, so far so good. We hope for enjoy a very end of. And we want to say congratulations to Celtic again as they win the league. And they did extremely well. And congratulations to Chelsea female team. Congratulations to Una, for winning the English Super League. And the FA Cup. You guys did very, very well. The female side.
Yeah. 5 years now we come. We not bigger female team. Una don't separate them. We don't go this season. We go FA Cup final. We don't go Champions League. We finish second. So
but we don't win the league 5. We don't win 5. We don't win the league 4 years in a row.
When I get pro, we pull up on the next season.
We wait. Next season, everybody pull up for everybody.
And Paris Saint-Germain also win the league.
The league, yes, and they crown, the MVP winner the MPK. Mbappe. Leon take come back.
PSG league fix for them.
But don't win her back.
Yes.
Pass the oil money.
I think I once said on our winner the year before. We we beat there. Monaco,
Lille,
I beat there 1 year. 1 year we not be winner. But ever since then they don't dominate that league day.
Yeah, they're all too Celtic. I don't congratulate them. Celtic have the bottom.
Celtic Nigeria can go big name for the Rangers. They pull on the Armania. We make Rangers win the league. Then carry Premier League. They can't get a Sevilla.
You're not able to do nothing there.
Hey,
they can make bad at Pawi.
Lampard, I get everything. They go get the guy check. Come on, man, this guy.
Wait. Them player they play the 10 how they enjoy ball. Why them Puel super coaching? Henry, Lampard.
Because the thing say there's a big coach. Anyway, that he was saying
But guy, you never want to wear a Valencia. We see kind like no go back. You not going to coaching again.
Again.
upon this.
Patrick Vieira.
Now, this.
So Vieira try first Vieira try.
Company and don't prove am.
Championship we'll see.
Championship.
Vieira try.
They can Premier League can switch go do.
But all Vieira do very well with Crystal Palace. I think the only thing is it just been need a little bit more time. But I don't be think say Crystal Palace go relegate. I don't think they go get into a point where they go relegate. They try. But me family go coach na France. It go better.
Okay.
And we good for her because Frenchman don't care about the football.
It's been a marathon show today.
Only for go fair and tomorrow.
Hopefully we will host someone back next week. We will find another person where we will host next week.
Why you host me? Host me. No, instead of me as host, put me as guest. But you need for do because you see I don't go back into training. I don't go back into training camp. I don't. You see, I don't lose. I don't lose the way I will enjoy all the football they eat if I go. We need for do another edition. So you need for put me as a guest for the host.
Yeah, we never host Emmanuel. Emmanuel, you have about the coach.
Yeah, Emmanuel back. We need for go. Emmanuel, for the tell man the way you do you coaching for table tennis. The man can watch it, but
we need for can do document.
We need for host as a guest back. We do you know? We all left for document. Maggie back to host for your host show. You will set everything the account size you know the account size.
The host Maggie for a show.
Yeah, everybody will do for host.
That's why they send the link to General Jerome.
They send the link, they accept. Nah, it's been a fun one, guys.
Yeah.
But wait, the next 7 weeks around the week, we need for talk live. We cannot like anything we miss, anything we win.
We use this system. We go direct Facebook live.
Good, because remember we against Salone. That's it.
When I beat we. When I go Brisbane, yes.
Yeah. This time will happen.
You like to Dopeii need prayers. When will they go live on Facebook? You want to live? Internet's no good.
Until when all the time. Remember, that's I think you know what I say when I left. Why you call me and say don't say how for I say why the internet.
You are forgiven.
I receive.
For the Man City fans and Inter Milan fans for joining the Champions League night for the final.
Yeah. Fan there because
you want to join with?
No, I am a Man City fan.
Oh, fan Inter Milan fan now.
Nah, I go ask her.
Hey, Papa God. No problem. Ask them.
It's a blood fan. They don't put up answer.
Yeah. One forget the cool Champions League night. All right, guys. Maggie, I'm just coming. You discuss on our local league. Yeah. We just discuss everything the one time. You go sleep. Go sleep.
Let you watch. There you record.
I am happy, guys. Thank you, Lord. Thanks for winning, Mariam. I will get on to you. All right, we say bye-bye. It's a marathon time. Thanks for joining us today and participating as well. We're happy that people will participate now to the show because now we use hashtag again. Where you get the comment there now, they're all familiar with the topics. Okay, we go join on next week, and please, we can stick us to Man City to champion for the Champions League, 2 Man City, 2 Inter Milan. Let's get Champions League night.
Go to bank ceremony, you get it. Just
exactly.
Banks not get Inter Milan supporter. They all are Madrid.
Don't tell you so.
Madrid.
No banks.
Inter Milan don't go final. Watch Jazzy come out. Wait no more. You will say that Dopeii talker. Hello man, we will support all team.
All right.
I come quite support.
Bye-bye,
anyway,
bye-bye, Emmanuel. I'll
Thank
see you guys.
Good night.
Thank you, guys,
Right.
and congratulations to AFC Kalas. Now, we're the second for now, right?
One
Love you
point.
all.
I dey go sleep. Bye bye.
I don't dey score. Who's go put up about they just dey score.
Hey, that's
No,
what we they do.
if Kisa not put her inside the squad, we dey protest.
They put her, they
If
put her.
Ali not,
Thank you
if
for
Ali
that.
not, we dey protest.
They
No, me
did,
and some
they did.
Musa,
Yeah.
Musa, na me man. Musa dey first on this one.
No, Musa
Because
informed right now to up. You know,
not
say come up from injuries to
they
inform
inform,
them,
not
put
they
it
in
down.
shape. So in the
Yeah.
first it up. At least put her in
Yeah,
reserve,
so-
not put her in the first team. But then in our next week at
A lot
the
of people may I'm not ever pick team or not Dopeii and pick team.
No,
No,
man,
now Maggie, a very good suggestion. Ali they in a very good form right now.
Ali Augustine, 4-4-2 formation. Aisha.
Yes, Nakila.
Fire, brother.
Fire.
Ah?
Fire right now.
I don't beat Osimedon.
Hey.
Nigeria, they get the player, but they like for argue. Don't worry, we'll confuse them. We'll go sleep.
All right, guys.
I'll sign out.
Dopeii. Have a blessed week, brother.